Hello, wonderful people. How are you? This live stream is for you, updating you on what's going on behind the scenes, what I've been up to, and a reading continuation of Jade Sky, the Everyday Medium, Spirit Signs, Understanding Signs in your everyday life. I will start with that. There is a page full of nameplates. I was thinking of showing it to you. Let me turn the camera around. Here is the page full of license tag plates. And I'm going to cut the camera back off so that I can read that with proper lighting because it's not showing up on camera so that I can read it through the camera. But here's the page full of license plates. Hello, Mel's Crochet Corner. Good morning. Yes, good day. Grand Rising, rising and shining. 3:30 in your country. 3:30 a.m. It is 3:32 where I am. So we are rising and shining this morning in this spirit hour. I'm reading Jade Sky, Everyday Medium, Spirit Signs, Understanding Signs in Your Everyday Life, Number Plates, Important Information, Clues, Specific Details. Pay attention as you travel around on the roads. There are signs all around you. Notice the logos and stickers on the vehicles near you. Look at the names and numbers to see if there is anything significant for you. For example, if you need directions about whether to sell your home, you might ask for a sign to help you decide. After you ask, you may be driving and notice that there are two cars next to you in traffic, and both cars have real estate logos on them. This may be a sign that yes, it is time for you to consider selling your home. It's also very important that you look at number plates. They can deliver signs in various ways. The numbers could relate to important dates for you. Seeing repeated numbers might inspire you to look up what they mean. If you see the number plate 555 UV, it may mean there will be change. 555 represents change, and LUV could mean the change relates your love life. The letters and combinations on number plates can relate to very specific things as well. It is up to you to look deeper into the meanings and make the connections that relate to your situation. Okay, I'm trying to show this picture of orbs. It's a beautiful blue page with flowers on it, and well, like a flower. But what is that? A cherry blossom, maybe. But my camera is not working. Let's see. Try again. No. Okay. Orbs. Special events, sound sites, sacred sites, special areas. Spirit orbs are circles of light that appear unexpectedly in photos after the photo has been taken. Orbs have been captured at a lot more recently due to the higher resolution of images and ever improving quality of digital cameras nowadays. Often people may think these orbs are just fragments of light from the sun or smudges on the camera. This can happen too, but spirit orbs are a sign from spirit and your past loved ones to let you know they are with you. Usually the orbs are located around the heart or in the head or shoulder area. Have a look at photos that you have taken to see if there are any orbs in them. Look especially at photos from important events such as weddings, christenings, and birthdays. Also look at who the orbs are near and how the event relates to that person, because that can give you a clue as to who that spirit orb is in spirit and why that spirit is there. Orbs can also be seen floating around in photos of sacred sites and or places of significance where many people are known to have passed. Pets. Let me see if my camera will work again. No, it's not. Alrighty then. There's a furry. Oh, there's a little kitten and a little puppy. They're brown, and the little kitten is on his back. It's kind of like a goldish brown, and the little kitten's on his back, looking with his eyes pointed up towards like the person that could be taking the picture, and the puppy is looking away. And the kitten has its two paws on the puppy, like it's pushing the puppy away. Pets. Domestic pets communicating with spirit. Instinct, loyalty, telepathy. Animals are naturally instinctive, and they have the ability to see and sense spirits. If you have ever had a pet dog or cat, you may have noticed how they intuitively know when you are sad or not feeling well. They will often come close to you and try to offer support just with their presence. Pets are in many ways great healers. Healers. Sometimes the link between pets and owners is very strong. There is often a kind of compassion, soulmate connection where both the pet and the owner are deeply connected on a spiritual and emotional level. This link does not break or disappear after the owner or the pet passes. It continues on. Pets can also help you to sense your loved one's that are in spirit. They are great indicators and can let you know that there is a spirit person around you. Your pet may bark at nothing in particular or stare at a particular spot in your house, and you know that there is nothing else physically there, or they may constantly keep walking around and around a particular area trying to get your attention. Physical body signs. There's a silhouette of a person holding their hands up towards what could possibly be a sunrise. How they're holding their hands up, the sun is shining through the opening of their hands. They have their hands over their head, up like a circle, forming a circle with their arms over their hands, with their fingertips touching, just about. If not, the sun is shining through, and the sky is kind of on the purplish side, blue side, with clouds, but the sun is shining through, and you see a silhouette of the ground as well. Physical body signs. Heat, tingling, hair raised, sensing, awareness, confrontation, confirmation. You may have experienced the hair on your arms standing up, or the hair on your head feeling like it is tingling or being tingled. Another strong sign is a sudden feeling of heat on your body, even on a cold day. These physical signs are designed to make you pay attention or to confirm what you are sensing. Often people also feel itchy, cold, instantly in a particular part of a house or room when they are having an experience with spirit. This temperature can seem to drop suddenly for no particular reason, and it may be in just one area of a room. Often this is a sign that spirit is present around you or in that area. There are so many different physical sensations you can feel that are unexplainable. These signs are particularly strong because it is a physical manifestation of a sign that proves to you that something out of the ordinary is happening. You cannot make yourself feel these signs. They are beyond your control. This is why they feel especially powerful. Predictive dreams, premonitions, in a field with a car-driven path. But the car-driven path isn't, it's like a grassy field. And you can see the tire marks in the grass. So it's like a little dirt path. Maybe a walk path. Looks like a car path in a field headed towards a forest. Clouds in the sky. Dark gray. A strip of dark gray clouds. Not too much though, because the sun breaks through them. The sunshine. It looks like that might be a sunset. Could be a sunrise. In a blue sky filled with some clouds. Not too many clouds, maybe a couple of gray clouds. Okay. Predictive dreams, premonitions. Warning, look deeper. Information provided. Many people experience predictive dreams or have premonitions. Through these, spirit can alert you to something or grab your attention. A predictive dream can be hard to decipher because it is made up of symbols or sequences that you have to work through, and their meaning can be very subjective and difficult to interpret. It is often hard to identify a predictive dream until something in the dream manifests in reality. You may have a dream about a baby being born and only realize a few weeks later that it was a premonition when you find out a family member is pregnant. It's important that you pay attention to your dreams to try to identify any information they may be offering you about your future. It could be something as simple as you being shown a holiday destination to focus on, or your dream, or your dream could be flagging an important health concern that needs attention. There is often valuable information to be gleaned from dreams. It just takes a conscious effort to look for the signs hidden within them. And that is Jade Sky, the Everyday Medium, Spirit Signs, Understanding Signs in Your Everyday Life, read by me, Tina Bailey. All right. So, update behind the scenes. I completed Weird Sisters college. It's a continuation of the Worst Witch series, TV series in 1998. I completed it, and the summary that I said when I watched the last episode was that okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you don't plan on watching it, it's fine. If you do, it's on Tubi. I also heard someone found it on Prime, and I was like, it ended with the all-seeing eye. Oh no, I said it began with the all-seeing eye and it ended with the all-seeing eye. And so that's basically that. And so my summary of that series is uh, uh, my summary of that series. Had Mildred Hubble let everybody go through the all-seeing eye how they were supposed to go through the all-seeing eye, she would not have went through the headaches that she went through. That, and why was her boyfriend so stiff when she gave him a hug when he came back from Rock Explorers College from some type of, I don't know, convention or whatever, and they was having a party. He didn't go to the party. He came back, and then Millie hugged him, and then he just seemed stiff to me. He just seemed so stiff, like no emotion. Oh, why is he so stiff? Oh, but then that was a joke because I was like, get it? Why is he so stiff? Millie's hugging him. Okay, so maybe that's why he's so stiff. This is the Spirit Hour, and you're listening to Tina Bailey. So, yeah. Is that all? I'm kind of glad to see that I'm not sure what, I can't think of her cat's name right now, didn't go bye-bye, but I was kind of ready for it. But then they put like a, what do you call that? Like a loop-de-loop in there. You thought you knew what the episode was about, but then you didn't. And you thought she would have had to give up the cat, but then she didn't. So that was a different turn. And the girl that sacrificed their friendship, that was different. I was like, oh Lord, like really, she had to get on there and disappear. Like, where did she go? You know, they kind of set it up for like spinoffs. Like, oh, where did she go? Like, she might have said she was gonna go home. I don't know exactly where she went. And then you could create your own story about where she went and where she ended up. Even the man that disappeared from the all-seeing eye, and his friend saying, yeah, he disappeared. I mean, the all-seeing eye, you know, like evaporated him or whatever. But now you always have to be watching. And I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds like Monsters Inc., where that the woman that asked for Mike Wazowski's paperwork, and she's like, "Yeah, we're always watching. We're always watching." Okay, I think I can do that better. Let's see. Yeah, watching it. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do it. Mike Wazowski, we're always watching. Okay. I'm done. So yeah, that was Weird Sisters College. The boyfriend, he started to show magical signs. Like, he could be a wizard after all. Because his mom, she kind of started trying to get into magic. She had went to a crystal convention and came back dowsing and looking for water with her pendulum and her dowsing rod. And she healed Millie's cat. And then the boyfriend, he looked like he had did like a card trick, and it kind of seemed like some magic kind of rippled, but I don't know, he just seemed stiff. And then like he knew science, he knows science, because but Millie didn't know science. Like, oh my god, they know magic but they don't know science. So like whenever they don't know science, somebody else knows science. So her boyfriend knew science. Well, kind of not her boyfriend, but like the cafe boy. He was like, yeah, negative energy won't explode, it'll implode. That's why there wasn't a sign of an explosion. And then he was like a mirror or something like that. So he was conveniently sitting next to a mirror, and he looked at himself in the mirror all mysterious. I was like, oh, look at the show, trying to give him some mysterious content. and, and then at the end, him and Nick had to hold on. Oh wow, I'm seeing some similarities. Oh my goodness. His name was Ben. I was seeing some similarities to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, because she was liking this guy named Nicholas, and he was like the bad guy. And then she liked Harry, and this guy name was Ben, not Harry. So yeah, it was kind of like the same combo. And then at the end, they had to work together. And Ben was so hyped and full of himself that he went and high-fived Nick. And he looking at Sabrina. I mean, not Sabrina, Millie. And Millie passed by both of them and went to check on the professor. I'm like, that's right. Just pass up both of them. Go, yeah, check on the professor. They sitting up there. So yeah, that's the Weird Sister Worst Witch recap. Um, um, that's what I was watching. Behind the scenes, I am attempting to use a laptop for live streams, and I even tried to do that today, but the laptop is saying that the camera cannot be used because it can't be accessed because it's being used by another application, and I don't know what application is using the camera, so I can't shut that application off. I don't know how to shut off the applications. I don't know how to clear them. Like if I turn the laptop off and turn it back on, it'll just reopen everything that was closed when I turned it off. So I'm on StreamYard and I'm about down to my last few StreamYard free hours I'm allowed till May 9th. So yeah, if I go live on YouTube, I'll be able to continue to go live. So I'm working on that. That's on Indigo. Okay, so what else did I say? Okay, crochet. Okay, behind the scenes, just check series review, check and more. Okay, Jade Sky. Okay, great. Okay, patterns. Don't let me get out of here without letting you guys know about patterns. Crochet patterns. Um, Creatively Created Crochet has patterns, you guys. She has patterns, she has merch, she sells items, and I purchased a few of her patterns and I all but cried opening up the patterns and actually seeing her work and her effort that she has put into her patterns. And me personally, I am going to cherish these patterns, put them where I could use them, put them and make a whole book, make a whole notebook patterns, specifically because of her. Her patterns are well written out, and I haven't followed a pattern yet. So, but I do have pattern books that I bought, and I thought it was a very special thing for me to do. It is get some of her patterns. And so I bought some of her patterns. I suggest you do the same. They would be great for you to learn how to do patterns if you don't know how to do patterns. Because I kind of shied away from getting her patterns because I didn't know how to read patterns, or I'm on my way to learning how to read patterns. Get the patterns because I know even if you don't read patterns or know how to read patterns, I'm pretty sure you have bought somebody else's pattern. You have bought a book and you have somebody else's patterns. So go ahead and add Creatively Created Crochet, aka Triple C, aka Dana. Add her patterns to your life. She is a great woman and she's doing great things. And her patterns need to be in your collection, just as they are in mine. I have been blessed to be able to buy her patterns. They are beautiful And I am so grateful and thankful because when you, I mean, like her name says, creatively created crochet. When you get her patterns, you are going to be inspired to create. And that's just it. That's just it. I have been inspired to create, to learn, to keep going. I'm inspired to learn patterns. I'm inspired to create a pattern notebook to keep my patterns in. Because right now, I have a couple of pattern papers that I received and that I had not, yeah, I have one pattern that I received and one pattern that I printed out, and they are like folded up in a tote bag right now. And when I opened up Creatively Created Crochet's beautiful patterns with colorful pictures, I was like, I gotta make me a notebook. I gotta make me a notebook. I gotta have her picture on there. She has like a stencil uh uh um merch that you can put on your items. And yeah, I gotta have that. And I'm inspired to create a pattern notebook. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. You are listening to Tina Bailey, and it's just now 40 minutes. You can let me know if you have Triple C's Creatively Created Crochets patterns. Which ones do you have? Um, I have a few of them. I have a few of them. Um, she has them on Rivalry. She has them on. She has a website. She has Etsy, and she's even writing a poetry book. So yes, stay tuned to her if you're not already. She also has tutorials. So I am actually working on one of her tutorials. She has a velvet scrunchie tutorial that I'm working on right now. I'm looking, okay, it's right there. It's right beside me right here because I usually crochet in this hour as well. Yeah, she has a playlist of tutorials. Um, she has tutorials on stitches. She has tutorials on items. And she's always inspiring us to do great things and to be self-sufficient. And during her, whenever she speaks, so she has a craft hour. She has craft hour playlists where you could follow her on her craft hour playlist and create what she's creating during her craft hour, or you can craft along with what you're creating. So let me see if I can share her link in the description box. All right. All right. Her link is in the description box. Today is Friday, April 29th, 4:15 a.m. Let's see how our week has been. Let's check on the summary of this week with my mystical melodies. Vintage cartoon tarot deck. Um, a quick note. I am T1NA space BA1LEY in the chats that you see. And if when you would like to get my attention or at me, and you may not be able to at, because a lot of times I'm not able to at because at doesn't work on devices such as iPads. I know for sure. Ats do work on computers. I don't know if ats work on phones. However, if you just don't feel like adding with the at sign, um, and you don't want to type out my whole name, you can type T1NA space B1NA, or you could just type T1NA B1NA. Excuse me. T1NA B1. T1NA space B1. Because I've seen people type Tina B, and that's too close to other people, other names. And I I replaced the eyes with ones so that you could locate me with the YouTube search when you go to search YouTube and you're looking for my channel. So when I look at chats now, I'm looking for T1NA B1 or T1NA space B1. I seen somebody yesterday type T1. I was like, okay, I can see that. And I can see that they are speaking to me and not another person. So, okay, T1, T1B1, or just T1. That was good. Like that was my first time seeing somebody say T1. Like, okay, I'll even accept that. I'll accept T1. So that's update on that. Let's see our but yeah, if you add that B, please put a 1 at the end of that B so that I can know that your message is specifically for me in chats, so that I can receive your message very clear. Okay. How the summary of our week. Excuse me, my week. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks about right. Okay, I'm going to always look forward to the best in life. Look for the best in life. Think about the best in life, I tell you. Look at what you can do versus what you can't do. If that helps you. Sometimes you also can look at what you've done versus what you got to get done for inspiration. Because sometimes people just ignore what they've done and only look at what they got to get done. And it kind of, it could stifle. I'm thinking looking at what you've done can accelerate you to do more, or myself for that matter. All right. Oh, Help me if you can. Help me if you can. I'm feeling down. The struggle is real, but you can weather this storm. Lean on friends in times of trouble, or offer a helping hand yourself. A problem shared is a problem halved. Lean on me. It's the start of a new life. Something wonderful has begun. And this cheerful cleansing cup is your vessel. Keep it ever flowing with positivity and joy. Find a balance and harmony that fills your soul. You are a shining, shimmering star on earth. Take the source of your truth in hand. Your dreams can never run dry. When you fill your world with such dedication and capture your highest hopes, you can truly light up not only night, but also the day. Hey, wonderful. That was the summary of my reading. The summary of my week. A little insight to my week. You always, well, I ain't gonna say you always. I don't know you. I can always lean on myself. Begin to be your own cheerleader. And I know a lot of people say, if I can do it, you can do it. And I used to. I'm like, what are you talking about? You did it. What are you saying? How can I do what you did? However, you can be your own cheerleader. You don't need to speak bad about yourself. You don't need to add on to what already could be or not be or whatever be. Be your own best cheerleader. If you're trying to reach something, cheer yourself on. Be the person that say, yeah, you can accomplish what? Following a crochet pattern. Yeah, you can do a live stream. Yeah, you can offer tarot readings. Yeah, you can earn a living. It's up at the 1 o'clock hour on listening to me, Tina Bailey, and it is 4:29. Have you done something that you think you can't do? Have you tried to reach your toes? Have you tried to do a squat? Have you tried to stretch your arms? Have you attempted to stretch your legs? Have you attempted to be kind to yourself? Have you attempted to have a positive money language? You can begin today just like I can as well. Peace and love to you and yours and me and mine's.